Today we're going to test the 7 best ideas going viral on the internet to find out whether they actually work or if they're just a complete hoax. The first idea we're testing is this one. Supposedly you can create an imaginary fence just by drawing a circle with a pen around an ant, and it won't cross it no matter what. But is that really true? So first we need to find an ant, preferably a medium-sized one, like this little guy here. Let's set the jar down and try catching it. Will it climb up? Let's see, come on, climb up. Alright, we're going to run this test with this little ant. I really want to see if a simple pen can create an imaginary barrier. I'm placing it right in the center of this board, so we have plenty of room to draw the lines around it. But look, it's clearly very agitated because we just caught it. So let's do this. We'll leave it still for a moment so it can calm down. Then, later in the video, we'll come back and finish this experiment. The next idea we're testing is this crazy one. In this video, the person simply made a drawing, placed a glass of water in front of it, and like magic, the image flipped to the other side. But is that actually true? So here's what I'm going to do. I'll draw 2 arrows, one here and another one right beside it. I'll place the drawing up here. As you can see, both arrows point in the same direction, to this side. Now I'm going to put a glass in front and notice how it's still pointing to this side. But once we add water, look at what happens. I'll pour it slowly so you can see clearly. Watch the direction of the arrow. Like magic, it starts to flip. Now it's pointing to the opposite side, and notice we didn't change the drawing at all. The other arrow is still pointing this way. If we remove the glass, the arrow goes back to normal. The truth is, there's nothing magical about this experiment. It all comes down to physics, specifically light refraction. When we pour liquid into the glass, the light rays bend and invert the way we perceive the image, making it look reversed. So, this experiment is confirmed. It's true. The next viral idea claims you can erase highlighter marks using a lemon. I've never tried this before, but let's put it to the test. I'm reading this book right now, so I'll pick a random page, grab a highlighter, and scribble all over it. Man, I'm really hoping this works, because if it doesn't, I definitely don't want to ruin this book. Actually, you know what? I'm confident about this one, man. I really hope it works. Alright, I've already scribbled a lot, so I think that's more than enough. Now let's move on to the lemon. I'm using a Sicilian lemon. I don't know if a specific type makes a difference, but lemon is lemon. What I'm gonna do now is squeeze a few drops and spread them with my finger. Let's try it. 3, 2, 1. I can't believe it. Look, where the lemon dripped, it's already starting to remove the highlighter. Wow, it's actually working. My finger is covered in lemon, and as I keep rubbing it, it removes all the highlighter. Wow, man. I seriously can't believe this is working. I was sure this was going to be fake. Well, it worked on this part. It did get a little yellow though. So here's what we'll do. Let's wait a bit for it to dry, and then we'll check if the page looks close to the original once it's completely dry. And keeping the same theme as the last experiment, I saw this video saying you can erase pen ink using heat. I've never seen that before. I always thought pen ink was permanent. Was I wrong this whole time? I'm going to use the same book, and I grabbed a lighter so we can test it out. I'll flip to a different random page and mark it again, but this time using a pen. Will it work? Look, I'm making some random marks here. I'm destroying this book, man. I marked here, I marked here. I'm even drawing something like this. I don't like this book anymore. Bye. This section here is garbage. Nope, didn't like it. Alright, we came into the shade so we can see the lighter's flame better. And now, for the test, it's one of 2 things. Either it's really going to work, or the book is going to catch fire. Here we go. Light it up and bring it closer. 3, 2, 1... Wow, I can't believe it. What kind of magic is this, man? Look, it's completely erasing all the marks I made. It erased everything. Wow. And unlike the lemon trick, we don't need to wait for anything to dry. It goes back to normal instantly. It looks like the book was never marked at all. That's crazy, but let me tell you the truth. It really worked because this pen is a special type. It's actually made for this. Its ink has a property that loses color when exposed to heat, which is why the trick works. If you use a regular pen from a stationery store, it won't work. Only this special one does. So in a way, the experiment is true, but it only works with these special pens. The next idea we're testing is this one, which claims you can make popcorn using nothing but a hair straightener. We've got everything we need. I grabbed my mom's hair straightener. Let's plug it in and wait for it to heat up so we can try this out. I also got this premium popcorn, which says the kernels are a bit bigger, so in theory we should get bigger popcorn. So, if this really works, we'll have some super-sized popcorn popping. It'll be cool to see. I can feel the heat with my hand, so the flat iron is already really hot. Now let's place the kernel here and press it. From what I researched, a flat iron reaches around 200 degrees Celsius, and popcorn needs at least 180 degrees to pop, so it's possible. Now we just have to see how long it takes and whether it actually pops. In fact, what makes a kernel turn into popcorn is the water inside it. Inside each kernel, there's moisture, and as it heats up, the molecules move faster and faster, until eventually the pressure builds up so much that the kernel explodes and becomes popcorn. I can't believe it. About 2 minutes went by and it really turned into popcorn. The next video shows fire's power against water. Apparently when plastic is burning, if it's in contact with water, it doesn't burn at all. But does it actually work like that? Let's find out. I'll leave this small cup here and fill it a bit more than halfway. About right here. That should be enough. Now I'll burn the whole thing to see if the same effect happens. In theory, this entire edge should catch fire and melt and then stop exactly at the waterline without spilling a single drop. 3, 2, 1. Hold it from this side. It's starting. Now we wait. I'll even burn this other side too. Let's see. Wow, man, it's working. I can't believe it. Look at this. It's melting right along the edge of the cup and not a single drop has spilled so far. Let's wait. It's really windy. The flame keeps going out. Let's fix that. It burned and melted the entire edge that wasn't touching the water, and the fire stopped right at the water line. And look how crazy. Not a single drop spilled. If we look right along this line, you can see that the water is actually a little higher than the part where the cup burned, and still nothing spilled. Now this next viral video claims it's possible to divide a liquid equally among 3 cups using just a straw. Sounds interesting, so let's try it and see if it works. I've already set out 3 cups and I'll place them right next to each other here. Let's imagine we have a soda and we need to share it among 3 people. So, I filled the first cup. Now let's see if I can fill the second one. I filled it, but there was barely anything left for the third one. I took 2 straws and cut them about halfway, and they need to be those bendy straws, okay? Now here's what we're going to do. In the first cup, I'll dip the straw all the way in until it fills up, then I'll cover the top with my fingers so the liquid stays inside. Then we dip it into the next cup, connecting one liquid level to the other, and we leave it there for now. I'll do the same thing with the other straw in the second cup. Fill it with liquid, cover the top with your finger, and place it right here. And notice how the liquid is already flowing from this cup to the next one, and eventually they'll all level out. You'll see, this cup shares with that one, and that one shares with the other. We connected all 3 cups using the straws, and now gravity will do the rest. Let's see if after a little while they all reach the same level once they settle. They're perfectly lined up now. It's almost there. Once it reaches the exact level, it stops. Alright, I think it already did. And look, the line matches perfectly. The same amount of liquid that's in this glass is also in this one. And in this one too. This is honestly the best way to divide a liquid. Among 3, 4, or even more people. If you keep connecting more cups, you can link as many as you want and split the liquid equally among all of them. So yes, it really works. It's pure physics. Another experiment approved. Now that some time has passed, I think the book is dry. Let's check it. I can't believe it. Look, it was right here. The page is slightly curved from getting wet, but now that it's dry, the highlighter is gone. The page looks completely new, as if nothing ever happened. And to wrap things up, I'm sure the ant must be calm by now, so let's finally run that test. It's time to finish the ant experiment. Now you can see she's much calmer. Look at that. We can even remove the jar and she still stays there, but before that, I'll do this. Before lifting the jar, I'm going to draw a path here so we can see whether the ant will manage to find her way out or not. Look, like making a little maze. Since she's up here, let me even draw one. I'll make it like this. All right. Now let's wait for her to come down. Let's see. Look at her. Whoa, she went right past. Hold on, look at that. We need to make the cuts now. It works differently. She's going through it. Look, she can't go past here. She can't go past here, but she still pushes through everything. She makes a slight turn, might see? When we make a cut like this, she immediately curves a bit. But overall, she still ends up crossing anyway. Look, almost. After several tries like this, we can definitely say the experiment doesn't work very well. It creates a small barrier that startles the ant for a moment, but she still crosses the line. So for me, this experiment is fake. But now I want to hear from you guys. Out of everything we tested today, which one did you think was the coolest? Tell me in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. A big hug to everyone. Thanks, see you, that's it, bye.